Madam Minister, dear members of the delegation, Mr. Ambassador, welcome to Armenia. This is a long visit, although not your first visit to Armenia. As we are restricted in time, I would like to emphasize a couple of things to initiate the conversation. We attach huge importance and we value Canada's decision to open a resident embassy, which we will be opening today. This is a very good sign of Canada's readiness also to develop relations with us. Especially having in mind that there was a very solid and fundamental report serving as a basis for this decision that could be considered as a ready roadmap for development of relations. And the other decision made by the Canadian government, your decision to join the EU's mission here in Armenia, you know that this mission is very significant for us. It is a significant tool to ensure a significant component of ensuring security on borders between Armenia and Azerbaijan. Especially in given circumstances when Azerbaijan finished its ethnic cleansing policy in Nagorno-Karabakh, and we have now more than 100,000 refugees from Nagorno-Karabakh. And the third decision by Canadian government, they already to send assistance to help make lives of these refugees better. So very warm welcome to Armenia. I'm looking forward to our further conversation.
Thank you, Ava. It's a pleasure for me to be here, and I'm happy to be supported for the first time by a great ambassador and returner who knows Armenia already well. And I'm happy to see also your ambassador, who's a dear friend. And you've talked about the three things I wanted to talk about. So, which is first the opening of Canada's embassy to Armenia. We've been talking about it for decades. It was a personal project of mine to make sure that that could be the case. But it wasn't done alone. It was done through great partnership with the team at within our own diplomacy, and also it was something that the Prime Minister Trudeau, was very, of course, supportive. So I know that Canada is home to 60,000 Armenians, but we all now know that Canada will have a home in Armenia. Second is definitely the humanitarian conditions that happened in, well, the deterring humanitarian conditions that happened in Nagorno-Karabakh. We were extremely concerned about the plight of ethnic Armenians that were forced to flee. And so that is why I'll be going tomorrow to the south of Armenia to understand a bit more what happened. But also that is why we are providing much more humanitarian aid, and I'll be announcing more funding later today. And finally, we will always be there to support Armenia's territorial integrity, sovereignty, and of course, we will always advocate for non-use of force in order to have much more peace and stability in the region. So you can count on Canada. Thank you.
Thank you.
This is a good day.
Yes.
Very good day. Very good.
It's done now.
It's done. It is designed. Yes. Yes, I know.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I have everyone's attention, please? Waktuin, Tikinak, wa Paranak, Im Anuna, Andrew Turner, Despan Կանադայի ԱԳ. We're getting close to the end of the Armenian I can muster at this point. But I'll say a few more things. Yasurachim, Aisor, Sa Patmakan Ora. And it was a great pleasure to be the ambassador to welcome Minister Jolie, as well as Minister Mirzoyan, to hear of this historic opportunity to unveil and inaugurate the new Canadian embassy. Merci beaucoup à tout le monde d'être venu, plusieurs qui sont venus du Canada. We welcome all of you here and know that the embassy, while still in a bit of a construction zone, will be your home and here to help you whenever we can. So but now I'll turn the floor over to the ministers.
Thank you, thank you. Maybe you want to, let's just do this?
Okay,
Just a
absolutely.
second? Yes, and procedure, so 1, 2, 3. Written in 2 official languages and Armenian, so yes, which is the 3rd official language of folks, it's really just un peu vraiment plaisir de vous voir ici. I'm seeing many familiar faces. To be frank, it's my 2nd time here in Yerevan. C'est la 2e fois que je viens. La dernière fois, c'était pour le sommet de la francophonie en 2018. Et puis, j'ai l'impression de retourner à la maison. Hein? J'ai l'impression qu'on est un petit peu en famille. Donc, puis ça me fait plaisir de voir aussi des gens du Canada à travers les différents voyages que je fais particulièrement présentement. Donc, merci, ça me rend un petit peu émotif. And I think there's many people, there are many people that have worked on making this happen. I recall the work that Arnold Chan did and his leadership on the Armenia-Canada leadership, and we now know that there's the Arnold Chan Fund, which is important in supporting many different democratic initiatives here. Of course, Stéphane Dion has played an important role, particularly as a special envoy, in writing his report on supporting a very fragile but very important democracy in the region, which is Armenia. Donc, merci à toi, mon cher Stéphane. Je suis convaincue que tu es là en pensée avec nous. Brian May, who has been working on as an MP on this issue. J'aimerais remercier aussi Stéphane Bergeron qui est ici, Lindsay Matheson also. It is important that we work together on making sure that we reinforce the relationship with Armenia. Et c'est merci de nous avoir soutenus en tant que gouvernement pour l'ouverture de cette ambassade. Votre présence ici démontre votre soutien, alors j'apprécie beaucoup. And of course, the Prime Minister who allowed me to work on this special project of opening an embassy. For a long, long, long time, we've been talking about it, and finally, we're doing it. But we're doing it at a time where, of course, it is a difficult moment for many Armenians. I know that there's lots of sorrow, I know there's lots of anger, and I know that there is a lot of anxiety when looking at the injustices that many ethnic Armenians have gone through recently because they had to flee Nagorno-Karabakh. And so I really hope that for Armenians, Ararat, and also for Canadians, that they feel home here. For Armenians, not away from home, but basically in their own country, but for Canada, that they feel, Canadians, that they feel home coming here, because it is indeed their home in Armenia. Also, we've announced today, I've had the chance together with you to announce more support to Armenia. We're near that $4 million. We're increasing our support for the UNHCR, but also for the International Red Cross to help with the humanitarian needs of the 100,000 ethnic Armenians that were displaced. And I would like also to commend the work of your government, and we just met with the Prime Minister, in supporting them, particularly coming to Yerevan. And so congratulations, you've been able to show great leadership in a difficult time. And also I would like to commend your initiative as trying to also do the important reforms to your democracy, which are needed. There is light into this darkness, and definitely Armenia is one of these lights. Donc, en tant que ministre des Affaires étrangères, je ne peux que soutenir les efforts démocratiques que le gouvernement de l'Arménie entreprend présentement dans des moments très difficiles, dans une situation de crise et d'enjeux de sécurité importants, alors même que la géopolitique mondiale fait en sorte qu'il y a encore plus de tensions. So in that sense, you can continue to believe not only in my support, but the government support, but as a country as a whole in this important relationship. I think this opening of the opening of the embassy is a symbolic gesture, but an important one, which will have concrete consequences, not only on the strength of the relationship between Canada and Armenia, but also on, I think, Armenia's future path, which I am convinced will be bright and becoming even brighter in the future. Alors, bonne chance à l'Arménie, bonne chance à la communauté arménienne qui maintenant aussi a une bonne représentation ici en Arménie, et bonne chance à tous les parlementaires impliqués, et bonne chance à tous les Arméniens pour faire en sorte au final qu'on puisse avoir une très belle relation, nos deux pays ensemble, parce que nous avons tellement en commun. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Well, dear Madam Minister, dear friend, dear guests, this is a truly historical event and truly historical day, and it is an honor for me, and I'm happy to be here. Present at the opening of the resident embassy of Canada to Republic of Armenia. This is really, as you said, dear friend, an event of which we have been speaking for years and years, and now it's a reality. It came true. Thanks to Prime Minister Trudeau's efforts, but also your personal input in this was very tangible. So thank you very much. We are here today, as I said, opening the resident embassy, and this is another evidence, a very vivid evidence of readiness of our two countries to deepen our relations, to deepen our cooperation, enlarge our cooperation, and we're looking forward to do that. So thank you very much and congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Canadian. It's important.